In the annals of history, few names evoke as much intrigue and notoriety as Pablo Escobar, a man who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most powerful and ruthless drug lords the world has ever seen. Join me now as we delve into the depths of Escobar's empire, exploring 10 mind-blowing facts that shed light on the man behind the myth. Imagine, if you will, a world where money flows like water, where billions are amassed through illicit means. At the height of his power, Escobar's Medellin cartel supplied the vast majority of cocaine entering the United States. The profits were staggering, reaching an estimated $420 million every single week. His wealth, estimated to be around $25 billion, placed him among the richest individuals on the planet. Escobar's wealth was not merely a testament to his business acumen, it was a symbol of his absolute dominance over the cocaine trade. And yet, for all his wealth, Escobar remained a man haunted by his own demons. They say money can't buy happiness, and in Escobar's case, it couldn't even buy him peace of mind. Despite sitting atop a mountain of cash, he faced a rather unusual problem. He literally couldn't spend it all. His ill-gotten gains were hidden away in warehouses, buried in the Colombian countryside, and stashed in the walls of his various properties. It's said that he lost an estimated 10% of his fortune each year to rats, who gnawed their way through his stacks of bills. Legend has it that while on the run with his family, his daughter became ill. With no access to a fire, Escobar without hesitation fueled a bonfire with $2 million in crisp bills just to keep his little girl warm. But even with all the money in the world, Escobar could not escape the consequences of his actions. Escobar's lavish lifestyle was the stuff of legends. His sprawling estate, Hacienda Nápoles, was a testament to his extravagant tastes and a stark reminder of the power he wielded. Spread across 7,000 acres, it was more than just a home, it was his own personal kingdom. Towering dinosaur sculptures dotted the landscape, their silent forms a whimsical contrast to the estate's dark underbelly. A private zoo housed exotic animals from around the globe, a testament to Escobar's desire to possess all that was rare and beautiful. A professionally built bull ring stood ready to host lavish parties and spectacles, while a soccer field provided a venue for Escobar's beloved sport. Even the entrance to Hacienda Nápoles spoke volumes about Escobar's ego, but behind the facade of opulence, a darkness lingered. Within the confines of Escobar's private zoo, a peculiar legacy unfolded, one that continues to impact Colombia to this day. Among the giraffes, elephants, and other exotic creatures roamed 4 hippopotamuses, imported from Africa to satisfy Escobar's eccentric whims. Following his death in 1993, Hacienda Nápoles fell into disrepair, its exotic inhabitants left to fend for themselves. While many animals were relocated, the hippos proved to be a different story. They thrived in their new environment, the Colombian waterways providing an ideal habitat for these massive creatures. With no natural predators and ample resources, the hippopotamus population exploded. By 2016, their numbers had swelled to an estimated 40 individuals, forming the largest invasive hippopotamus population outside of Africa. Their presence has created an ecological conundrum, as their grazing habits and territorial nature threaten the delicate balance of Colombia's waterways. Pablo Escobar was a man of contradictions. To the outside world, he was a ruthless criminal, a drug lord responsible for countless deaths. But to many in his hometown of Medellin, he was seen as a savior, a modern-day Robin Hood. Escobar understood the power of perception. He knew that to maintain his grip on power, he needed the support of the people. So he embarked on a campaign of philanthropy, pouring millions into impoverished neighborhoods. He built housing projects, providing shelter for those living in squalor. He constructed clinics and hospitals, offering much-needed medical care to the poor and underserved. Escobar's generosity, however calculated, earned him the adoration of many. Pablo Escobar's reign was built on a foundation of fear and intimidation. He operated under a simple but chilling code, plata o plomo, silver or lead. It was a choice presented to anyone who dared to stand in his way, accept a bribe or face the consequences. For many, the choice was clear. Escobar's wealth was legendary, and he was known to shower those who cooperated with lavish gifts and generous payments. Judges, politicians, police officers, all were susceptible to his corrupting influence. But for those who refused to be bought, the consequences were swift and brutal. Escobar commanded a private army of assassins and sicarios, ruthless killers who carried out his every whim. They were the instruments of his terror, responsible for countless murders, kidnappings, and acts of violence. In 1991, facing mounting pressure from both the Colombian government and the United States, Pablo Escobar agreed to surrender to authorities. However, this was no ordinary surrender. Escobar negotiated a deal that would see him incarcerated not in a traditional prison, but in a luxurious facility of his own design. And so La Catedral was born. Located in the mountains overlooking Medellin, La Catedral was more akin to a five-star resort than a penitentiary. Inside its walls, Escobar enjoyed amenities unheard of in the realm of incarceration. A nightclub pulsed with music, providing a venue for Escobar to host lavish parties. A sauna offered relaxation, while a fully equipped soccer field allowed Escobar to indulge his love for the sport. But La Catedral was more than just a gilded cage. The illusion of imprisonment could not hold Pablo Escobar forever. In July 1992, after spending little more than a year in his self-made paradise, he staged a daring escape from La Catedral. Rumors had been swirling for weeks that Escobar was planning to break out, and the Colombian government, facing international embarrassment, finally decided to act. As soldiers moved in to transfer Escobar to a more secure facility, they were met with resistance. A firefight erupted, and in the ensuing chaos, Escobar and his men slipped through a pre-made opening in the prison walls and vanished into the night. Escobar was once again a fugitive, a hunted man with a target on his back. He managed to evade capture for over a year, but the net was closing in. On December 2, 1993, the day after his 44th birthday, Escobar's luck finally ran out. It's hard to imagine that one of the world's most notorious criminals had rather ordinary beginnings. Before the cocaine empire, before the billions, before the bloodshed, Pablo Escobar was a young man from Medellin, driven by ambition and a desire for a better life. His early schemes were small-time, almost quaint compared to the scale of his later endeavors. He sold counterfeit diplomas, offering a shortcut to an education for those who couldn't afford it. He even dabbled in the macabre reselling stolen tombstones to bereaved families. These early ventures, though insignificant in the grand scheme of his criminal career, provided Escobar with valuable experience. He learned the art of deception, the importance of loyalty, and the ruthlessness required to succeed in the underworld. As Escobar's ambitions grew, so did the scope of his criminal enterprises. At the time of his death in 1993, Pablo Escobar's net worth was estimated to be around $30 billion, a staggering sum that placed him among the wealthiest criminals in history. Adjusted for inflation, that fortune would be equivalent to approximately $80 billion today. His Medellin cartel, at its peak, supplied an estimated 80% of the cocaine smuggled into the United States, fueling a national epidemic and generating unimaginable profits. Escobar's wealth was both a testament to his business acumen and a symbol of the destructive power of the drug trade. But Escobar's legacy is a complex one, defined not just by his wealth, but by the violence and suffering he inflicted upon his country. His reign of terror left thousands dead, shattered countless lives, and eroded the very fabric of Colombian society. Even in death, Escobar's presence continues to be felt. His story has inspired countless books, films, and television shows, captivating audiences around the world and ensuring that his legend lives on. The tale of Pablo Escobar is a study in contrasts. He was a man capable of great cruelty and surprising generosity, a ruthless criminal who cultivated an image as a man of the people. His life was a whirlwind of excess and violence, a testament to the corrupting influence of absolute power. And even in death, his shadow continues to loom large, a reminder of a dark and turbulent chapter in Colombia's history.